calavera design based on the sugar skulls that are part of the big celebration of Dia de los Muertos that you're studying with Madame Ka, or Senora Ka, I should say. I wanted to give you a quick demo of how to do the printmaking project that we are going to be doing as a crossover project during art this week in celebration of Dia de los Muertos. We'll also be watching a couple of videos which are available on your haiku page if you'd like to learn a little bit more about Dia de los Muertos. And you can find out more about the tradition as far as commemorating those who have passed. The other grades are working on other designs as well. These are some calavera masks. We also see some calavera designs in this digital ofrenda, just to give you some ideas of different ways to commemorate as well as honor this tradition. These are some other designs from the other grade levels. So you guys are going to be working on printmaking. We're going to be working with this scratch board styrofoam in order to facilitate this project being done during 2 periods. You can see that I've already started working on my calavera design based on the sugar skulls. So what I've done is just work on a sketch in my sketchbook, and then I transferred it to the styrofoam by laying the drawing right on top of the styrofoam and transferring the design. Then I went back and I continued to work on the design by carving in, and you can see that I'm starting to put in more shapes and actually work on putting in more designs. I'm putting in some triangles right now. So you're actually kind of incising the surface or engraving the surface. If you look more closely, you can probably see a little bit of that indentation in the sun right there. After you get done with your design, we're going to, of course, ink it up with the printmaking ink. Remember to wear a smock if you don't want to get on your clothes, because it is very permanent. So I will show you how to do that as well. Remember, you don't want your ink too thick or too thin. You want that nice little sound. You also want that texture. You don't want it too thick or too thin, just thick enough. So it should have a similar texture to that. So I'm going to go ahead and roll that on. And you can kind of hear the sound. And it makes a funny sound. Make sure you get it on all corners. You want that to be a nice solid design. It's a little bit messy. And then I'm going to go ahead, you can see that, the way it looks. Whatever's indented is white. Whatever plain surface is left as a solid surface is going to be the colored surface. Then I'm going to take my paper, I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to take my paper, lay it on top, try to center it, and then I'm going to rub it. I'm also going to peel it up to check it. Looks okay, but I could probably get a little more ink on there. So this is similar to the printmaking we did last year with the Japanese woodblock print. Just a little more instantaneous in terms of being able to use your pencil and materials that we have around the classroom. And there is our calavera print. So I hope to see you tomorrow, and it'll be exciting to see